What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. So I wanted to talk about the number one daily habit that we should all have in order to improve our financial life. And that number one habit is being proactive instead of reactive. And I know personally I've had that problem in the past, just being reactive instead of proactive. But it's so very important to be proactive. I think about it like this. Think about a sport. You have maybe basketball or football, either one. You have an offense and then you have a defense. Someone is playing offense, and while someone's playing offense, you have the other team who's playing defense. And the defense technically has to react to the offense, not the other way around. So if somebody has the ball, they're able to dictate the defense. They're able to move around and do what they want to do in order to try to score. And I think a lot of times what happens is people try to be on the defense with their finances, with their finances, instead of being on the offense. And what I mean by being on defense, people try to do the bare minimum, meaning you try to just pay bills. You may put some money back from savings, but you're not being offensive. When I think about being offensive when it comes to finances, I think about the stock market, investing in the stock market. I think about investing in real estate. I think about starting a business. I think about having a budget. I think about, having a financial game plan, having goals, doing things every day that's going to create more money for you or create more income. That's what I think about being on the offense and being proactive, whereas being on the reactive standpoint, defensive standpoint, you're doing the opposite. You just kind of just getting by. You are just living instead of, or just you are existing instead of living. And it's so very important to, be proactive instead of reactive, because that's when our finances change, when we have that mindset. We should have the mindset every day of doing things that's going to improve our finances, checking our investment account, making sure that we're on the right path, looking at potential opportunities each day as relates to investing or the stock market, looking at business opportunities each day. Do you see something that's going to help you make more money or make income? Looking at your debt, if you have any debt, make sure that you have a plan for that, making sure that you're meeting your goals for that. So every day we should do, one thing each day at least to be able to make sure that we're on the right path with our finances and that we're doing something to improve our finances instead of just, getting paid, paying bills, and that's it essentially, because I realized that, life is so much more than, that, paying bills and just kind of getting by. But it's about maximizing your finances. It's about when you have money, have resources, it's about being a good steward over those resources and being able to maximize it, So it's nothing wrong with wanting to do better with your finances. There's nothing wrong with wanting to maximize and just, be excellent with your finances, because when you're not excellent and when you're playing defense, it can be stressful. It can be stressful when you're just getting by. It can be stressful when you have lots of debt and you feel like it's not going anywhere. So that's why I recommend everyone start having the mindset each day of being proactive instead of reactive. And think about each day. Have something you want to do each day, every week, to be able to be on the offense instead of defense. And that's how I believe that your finances will start to change. Think about investing. Think about making sure you have a budget. Think about if you have debt, make sure you have a plan, that you create a plan, maybe like the snowball method. Think about some stocks that you want to invest in. Have an entry point for those stocks. Think about if you want to start a business, think about how you can enter that business. Every day should be something to improve. And once you have that proactive mindset, that's when I believe that we can have that growth in our finances and that's when things will start to change. So, and that's, that's what helped me out, and that's what I've been working on, is being proactive instead of reactive. And that's why, and that's how I'm been doing better with my finances, because I have that type of mindset. So be proactive instead of reactive. So just want to share it with you guys, and just wanted to just kind of share that, and hopefully that can bless you guys, because it's so very important, just to be good with your money, do good with your money, because, money is a pain point for a lot of people. It can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be a pain point. It can be a strong point if we are proactive instead of reactive. So I just want to share it with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what things that you are doing in order to improve on your finances. So I appreciate you guys. Share this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.